This is Outside the Round with Matt Burrill, a Raise Rowdy podcast.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Outside the Round with me, Matt Burrill. Today, we don't have one, we don't have two, we have three special guests. One of my absolute favorite bands that is here in Nashville, Tennessee. They're a family trio. They're from Mississippi originally, and they've racked up probably being one of our most played acts that we have at Raise Rowdy. We're so excited to have the folks from Dave's Highway with us. How you guys doing?
Good, man.
Good.
It's hot
Happy
outside.
to be here. Yeah, it's hot.
We were just talking about the hair, and like, I got a little bit. You got the low maintenance,
whole
just
thing,
a little
dude.
scrub, but
Yep.
the frizz, it's getting a little crazy out there with this heat.
It's a wild time.
Yeah, it is.
Truly.
Yeah, some days. I mean, it's crazy hot. It's raining. It's all that, and it's wild here in Nashville. You guys have been doing well. Life's been good.
Yeah.
Busy,
Yeah.
good busy. Been doing a lot of stuff like this lately, promoting our new EP that's coming out in August. I don't know when this will air. It will probably be sometime in August. So our EP is either coming out real soon or is out now. Yeah.
Either way, we'd love for you to listen.
Yeah, absolutely. How many tracks do we got on the EP?
6.
6 songs.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
5 originals and
a
1
cover.
cover.
Ooh, sick. What cover?
Jinx.
Is it a surprise?
It's-
No,
it's
it's
not
not
a
a surprise. It's
How do you
Anyway.
know?
It's Anyway by Martina McBride.
Oh, sweet.
Throwback, yeah.
Why'd we go with that one?
It's the best song ever. I mean, well, I think it was really, so the way that everything worked out with recording our project, it just felt like a must because we recorded at Blackbird, which
Yeah.
is Martina's husband's studio. And we're in the studio and we're like, there's literally no greater time for us to finally do a Martina song than now. And Anyway has been my favorite song since it came out. Like, there has been maybe a moment or two where I've strayed, but it's been pretty consistent.
Well, it's also like that song, while it was one that we grew up listening to and loving, it's also like there's something to be said about that in this town. Is like the whole song, the premise of the whole song is you feel like you can't, people tell you that you can't, do it anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of like our story in the industry. Not a whole lot of people telling you that you can't, but it's like time after time, it's like, oh, this is going to be the thing, you know? And I'm sure you've heard a million stories like that. It's like, this is going to be the thing that really catapults us. We're going on a tour, and it's a real tour, and, you know, this is going to be the thing that, like, finally breaks us through. And it isn't, but we're going to do it again. We're going to do it anyway because it's we feel like it's what we were made for, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that.
Amen.
That's really cool. Look at Zach over here just preaching.
So our parents always said that he was going to be a preacher. And so sometimes I'm like, man, we did the wrong thing. Zachary was supposed to be a preacher.
Our great-grandmother, she lived, how old was she when she passed away? Like
95.
95. We went over to see her every Sunday at her little apartment that she lived in our hometown. And every time she would say, you're going to be a preacher. I'm like, I don't know that I am.
Honestly, entertaining people and bringing their emotions and their mentalities up through song and through performance, that's not much different than getting up on a step stool and preaching at
I don't
a
know,
church
man.
back
I
home.
feel like preaching's got to be harder because you have to have something new to say every time.
Well, I
you
feel
know?
like that's something too. When you guys are artists, you're putting out something new. You
True.
know, like there is.
But
that
when we
you
get
write
on
the song.
stage, we get to sing the same song
Yes,
every night.
that is-
We have our
that is
spiel.
true. That is true. That is true. No, there is an art to it. So you guys growing up down in Mississippi, when did music become like, this is what we're gonna do? Was one of you guys? What are the age ranges too, by the way? Because I don't know the full dynamics of the Dave's family.
Yeah.
I'm the oldest. I'm
Okay.
30. And then Zachary's
29,
second.
Depending
be
on when
30.
this airs,
Yeah.
she's 30.
Ha, ha, ha.
Her birthday's
No, I'm
coming up.
22 forever.
So,
She grew out of 21. I'm so proud.
Yeah.
I'm 28. It's
Okay.
so strange.
so for 1 month of the year, we're like
28,
Irish
29,
triplets.
30.
28,
That's
29,
awesome.
30. Yeah.
And this is that month right now. We're in it.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Right in the
Big
middle
time.
of it. But there was never a beginning of music for any of us, really. It was just always a thing in our house. We always sang. We didn't always sing together, but we always sang, and we always had a camera in front of us because our dad, I mean, this was in the age where, you know,
90s.
cameras.
It's like when
were-
video cameras came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and every dad was like, I gotta get this. I gotta
Right.
get this. I gotta get that.
Everything was documented. And
Yeah.
so that's just how we grew up. And we, of course, sang in church growing up. We did all of the church productions, the school productions, and then did some stuff together. Well, actually, I was singing the national anthem at a pep rally when I was in the 7th grade. And that's when Erica started singing harmony with me for the first time. And
happened.
so then our
Wow.
mom was
I'm
like,
casual like that.
Yay.
my mom was like, "Whoa, that's a thing." So then Zachary started learning
I had
harmony.
a really hard time picking it up.
I feel like
Yeah.
it was more like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
From our mom, because she always wanted to sing harmony and she like couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's always like, it's so hard. It's so hard to hear harmony. And then when we started doing it, she's like,
In
oh
awe.
my gosh.
Yeah.
No bigger fan of us than our mother.
Yeah,
I'd
that's
say.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So
then
really from then, like we did the whole Southern kid thing, like sang at the senior adult luncheons at our grandmother's church and like stuff like that. And so we finally one day with the video camera thing, Dad caught us like singing a song in our house, like videoed us doing it and posted it on YouTube. And
This is early days of YouTube, right?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
this
Yeah.
was
2009.
2009.
Wow.
Like
2008,
when Justin
2009.
Bieber came out on YouTube.
Yeah.
We all remember it.
And like back when viral meant something, right?
Yeah.
Unlike now where everything is viral. If it,
Except us.
right, sure. So it was like
Sorry.
Viral before viral.
Yeah.
Dave's Highway.
so
We're not viral now. We were viral then.
he posted this video of us singing a Chris Tomlin song, and he just threw it out there, and we were like scheduled the next week to go to Disney World as a family, right? We did that twice, and which I'm not salty about at all. I love Disney World. They
You
would never take me
sounded
back.
really
yeah,
salty.
you did.
They would never take me back. They always wanted to go to the beach and sit out in weather like this, right?
Yeah.
So
There's a
we
time and a place for both.
we were like, Dad, what are you doing, dude? We're trying to go ride. Let's go meet the mouse, man. And he's like, hang on. And he's like on his computer.
Well, this is like when Facebook came out
Yeah.
also. And
Yeah.
so Dad was in this big era. Literally, he would sit in our computer room back when that was a thing. He would sit in our computer room and be on Facebook from like when he got off work to when he went to bed every day.
And
And,
we
so
were-
we thought that's just
yeah.
what he was doing. And we're
He's
like,
just
come
being
on, bro.
weird.
You can connect with your people from high school later. This
Yeah.
is more important.
But he had created us a Facebook page,
Oh.
and
yeah, very savvy.
he had grown it somehow from he's very smart marketing wise, but he had grown us from 0 to 1,500 fans, and we were like, we've hit the big time.
Yeah.
Like this is it. I'm 12 years old, right?
We don't
and-
even know 1,500 people.
Yeah.
So 1,500
So this is-
people know us, though.
This is special. And so when we were at Disney World, he was doing that same old thing. We're like, dude, this is not what we came to Disney for, right? So he said, hang on a second. And then he showed us what he was doing. Chris Tomlin had seen our video
Oh,
and
wow.
like put it on his blog when that was huge.
Do you know who Chris Tomlin
Yes.
is? Okay,
Christian
I'm just
artist.
making sure. Yeah.
I
because
didn't know until I moved here.
Okay.
I didn't grow up
That's
listening to
fair.
Chris Tomlin.
So
Where
he-
we're from, Chris Tomlin.
Oh, he's like
is
the guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like Jesus, and then there's Chris Tomlin.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah,
a big
pretty
deal.
big deal.
Yeah.
It's still a big deal, honestly.
So
He's
Chris
amazing.
Tomlin, if for whatever reason you're listening, we love you still.
Hi.
So he reposted it, and that was really before reposting was a thing. Truly,
He
And-
posted it on his blog.
yeah,
And
This
Twitter.
is aging us. I
yeah,
feel like.
honestly. And in a week while we were at Disney World, we went from 1,500 fans to
15,000.
15,000.
Wow.
And then in the next few years, we went from 15,000 fans to 210,000 fans on Facebook.
Yeah.
And it was like, now, we thought we hit the big time whenever we were at 1,500, right? And then at that point, like when that took off, churches started calling us. It's like, hey, we want you to come play. And we never reached out to anybody to book a gig, but we've played thousands of shows at churches where they would just bring us to sing full like Sunday night concerts.
Like Southern gospel style
yeah.
harmony.
yeah.
We
Like,
were the cutest. They loved it.
they did. They
They
did.
ate us up.
And here we are. There's a lot to that, but
Yeah.
it's how we got here.
That's the short version of the story.
Yeah. So when does the transition to wanting to go the country route after being in that worship world? Because I know they call mainstream's like secular, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like secular and worship. Those are
Oh,
the
it's
two
a
things.
bad word. It's bad to be secular.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it was funny.
Even today, like I feel
Yeah.
like that has to
Well,
have changed over time.
It's weird because for us, we didn't ever really choose Christian
Southern
music,
gospel.
right?
Yeah.
We posted a video and that was the one that did it. While at the same time, we were posting Eagles covers, we were posting gospel songs, we were posting
Little Big
Town covers, like
And those all did well,
Yeah.
too. But
Yeah, our
we just got
Boondocks.
really associated into this, like, Southern gospel.
Yeah, well, it's hard
culture.
too when you're young kids, and it's like, can you go play at Rick's Cafe in Starkville, or go play at what's the venue in Jackson, Dueling Hall, or something like that?
Well, you know what that is?
Yeah.
That's
I've been to
crazy.
Dueling Hall. Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah. I've
It's
been. I've
like
been
a
to,
venue people know.
I've been to
these days.
all the clubs in Miss Hattiesburg. Been down to Brewski's. Been to
Shut up.
Oxford. I've done all that stuff.
I love
Been
when
to
people
the-
know stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love
Awesome.
Mississippi's the first state I had a chicken gizzard in. It's a special place in my heart.
Man.
But
It's
but
good to
like
associate positive things with
yes,
Mississippi.
delicacies. But it makes
hilarious.
sense that you guys would be going on like a worship church tour. Now, was that just regionally in the southeast, or were you guys going kind of coast to coast? Or 'cause I know there's a lot of churches in Mississippi. You
Yeah.
can hit hundreds of thousands of churches
Yeah.
just in Mississippi.
We did a lot of Southeast. We also went up to New York City and
wow.
sang at the Brooklyn Tabernacle. Like, we've had a lot of cool things. But I will point out, we never did only Christian music. At
Not
all
even
these
there.
shows that we played Boondocks, and we played Seven Bridges Road, and we played Free Ride, and like all these secular songs.
That's one of our big
In
ones.
Isn't
churches.
that a crazy mix of music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The
we-
Dave's Highway early soundtrack was a wild
It
ride.
was crazy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we did all of that stuff. So like, and we never really did like do the transition in or out of either of those things. It was
Yeah.
just like kind of how it was. At a certain point, we were doing the church thing, and I mean, we were just full disclosure, we were getting paid like pretty well to do that.
Worship pays very well.
Yeah.
I've always heard that from my buddies that are like musicians, that are like gig guys.
Yeah.
They're like, bro, it was hard to leave this worship
Mm-hmm.
gig where you're playing like the Winterfest and things like that.
Well, and
Yeah.
that's a good transition, because the reason kind of that we decided we wanted to, at least for me, y'all can speak on this separate if you'd like, but for me, it was like, man, we're getting up, and I fully believe all of the things that I was saying, but as a 14, 15-year-old guy who, still trying to figure it all out, it was like, man, we're getting paid a lot of money to do this. It'd be really easy to just continue to do it to make the money, but I don't know that this doesn't feel good to me.
So you're just singing covers at that point too. Like, you guys aren't writing at this point,
Yeah.
right?
Well, we were writing. That's what my reason became, is I would sit up. We had this like room that was our music room back in the day, and I would just sit up there and I would be like, God, please give me a song. If it's supposed to be worship music, give me a song. And I never got one. And so I'm like, I don't know if this is a sign. I don't know. But I just always felt led to write the music that was like really on my heart, and that was like my story. And maybe it was like an expression kind of thing. Like, I wanted people to hear my voice in a way, like
Yeah.
more than just like my voice in sound, but like in heart. And so we started writing our songs, and that was kind of the turning point for me,
Yeah.
I'd say.
Well, I mean, you've heard our music. None of it is like hell raising, drinking. Like, it's just real,
But you can
authentic
still
music.
have a really good time. Like, there's plenty of up tempo stuff in there where the bar people are bopping their head. Like, it's not this like slow and the harmony. Like, I always say, you guys have like a superpower. You don't need the full band thing. Like, you guys as a trio make more sound than some of the full bands that we have. And it's beautiful. No, and it's
Thank
great.
you.
And it's awesome.
We do have volume as our
Yes.
as one of our strengths.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Volume
It's
is a very
tough
big
because
strength.
we live in an apartment, or me and Delaney share an apartment. And so if we are ever like rehearsing or like making videos, I'm like, God, I feel so bad for our neighbors right now because we are loud.
But it could be bad, loud singing.
Fair.
We
You
have
guys-
had that for ourselves with our old apartments before. Neighbors, oh my gosh. Ours is actually like a pleasant noise.
You say singing, we say wailing.
Oh.
I mean,
feel better for the people that are around y'all now that I'm not there because of the guitar playing.
Oh, those late night practicing. with
not
the amp.
sharing a wall with Zachary is one of the best things for my piece that has ever happened.
Dude, I live
mean,
in a
I would
house
be
now.
banging
Oh,
on the
look
wall.
at you.
I live in
grown
a
up.
house.
Hell
Bro.
yeah.
Well, I'm
Hell yeah.
married, and we live out here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So this is nice and easy. for
Right
you
up the
guys.
street.
Perfect.
Yeah, and those amps get a lot louder now than they used to.
Oh, I bet. I bet.
I
man.
hope Brittany has like noise canceling
puts on my beats.
headphones. Oh, good.
I'm sure she knows what she signed
Oh
up
yeah.
for.
Good Lord. And he is really good, which is great.
Yes.
But to me, like anything that's too loud, whether it sounds good or not, it don't matter. It's like, bro, turn that down. I can't. I'm an old woman.
Do you guys find that like you're more creative? Some of my friends are like more creative at night, where they're like they get an idea and it's like 11:30 on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday, so then you're up singing late at night. Like, there's not a certain Like,
It's not that way for me.
No,
I'm more
it's-
of an 11 a.m.er.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good for the neighbors.
It is. It is.
Well, we usually go places to write.
Yeah,
usually
like
when
different
we're
Yeah.
writing
writing.
rooms and stuff.
We haven't since we moved here haven't really done a lot of just the three of us writes. It's either Erica writes the stuff by herself or it's us and one or two other people. Which
Yeah.
it kind of helps us.
We
'cause
need a fourth voice in the
Yeah.
room with us because we can't agree. Well, like we can agree, but we can't say no.
We'll beat
to
it.
an
We'll beat
idea.
an idea to death if it's
Yeah.
just the three of us. We need another person that's like, that's good. Let's do that. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. How long have you guys been here in Nashville?
This is our 10th year.
10th year.
Yeah, August.
August
something.
15th,
Is it?
which is
15th?
funny because that's the day
Is
that
that
our
really?
record comes out.
Dude, that's
Date?
crazy.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Did you look that up?
No,
You
I
just
remember,
know?
I just remember it.
That is pretty wild.
That's, you talk about signs.
Bro,
Yeah.
if it's August 15th, this is our
I'll look
year.
it up.
Yeah.
I'll look it up right
It
now.
is truly a 10-year town.
Yeah.
Look it up right now.
If
That's really cool.
I could like cry. That's
Never
insane.
mind, I don't have cell service.
That's
Wow.
really cool.
We're gonna fact check this appointment
We'll let you
and let you know.
That's awesome though. But how was it adjusting from like? Did you guys do the college thing before? Like, have you lived other places, or did you go from small town Mississippi directly to here?
Yes. So we went. So we
Yes.
our whole life, one life, the three of us have lived together. We moved back and forth from Brandon, Mississippi, which we claim as our hometown because our like important growing up years were lived there.
There's an amphitheater there.
Yes.
Yes, there is. That's new though. That wasn't there.
Yeah.
We moved away when Chick-fil-A had been there for like a year. So it was small town vibes when
Yeah,
we
it
were
was-
there.
You get a
Middle
Chick-fil-A.
of-
That's a big deal.
It-
in
it
Brandon,
was a-
Well,
Mississippi.
now they've
That
got
It was
doesn't
the
matter.
biggest
Yeah.
deal ever.
They've got a
in our
Whataburger and
town.
a Starbucks and like all
Yeah,
kind of
like
stuff.
what
now.
is happening to
An
our
amphitheater.
little town?
We've seen Little Big Town, Midland, and I saw Leonard Skinner there.
And
Wow.
it's like Little
But I
Big
went
Town
back.
has heard of a Brandon, Mississippi. Like,
Yeah,
are you
it's
kidding me
crazy.
right now?
Yeah.
Anyway, so we moved back and forth between Brandon and then a town right outside of Memphis called Hernando
Okay.
for our whole life. Probably like 4 or 5 times moving back and forth. So we kind of have two hometowns.
Yeah.
So we moved from Brandon the year that we graduated high school to Hernando for a year, and we'd had no friends, and we went to community college for 1 year. It was on paper the most miserable year of our lives.
True.
And then the Lord came in and knocked down the wall for us to be able to get out of there. We were like, we
was
got to get
horrible.
out of this place.
Yeah.
And the town is great. Like, it's a really cute town. Like, if you Google like cutest towns in the South, at one point it was up there, like top 25
Hernando
or
was on
something.
there?
Yeah. It's a great little town. But we did not have fun there for that final year.
Well, we had made really great relationships with our friends from church and stuff in Mississippi. Like we were homeschooled in high school, so like we spent a lot of time together anyway. But then with our friends and our grandparents were in the Brandon Jackson area, and so like that shock of graduating high school, starting college, and not knowing anybody was like, man, this is horrible. Like we would come home from we did classes at Northwest Mississippi Community College
Yep.
on Tuesdays and Thursdays so that we could still travel Friday through Monday to do music stuff.
And this was like in that big transitional period too of us kind of choosing what genre we're going to do.
Yeah.
And so like we were playing these shows and we were like at churches every Sunday and we were like, I don't feel like this is what we're supposed to be doing. You know, like it's not bad that we're doing this,
It's
but
good,
it's not
actually.
the thing that's like making us want to continue.
You're not feeling fulfilled
Right.
with
Yeah.
playing
Yeah.
these church gigs.
So we're just like lonely.
Yeah.
Well, and with the church thing, I want
has
to touch
gotten
on
so
that.
dark.
It's not like we weren't doing the right thing. It's we still believe and feel and like we're Christians and
Yeah.
believers, but like it's something about like going and playing a church gig to collect a check didn't feel good.
Yeah, the church as a gig
Yeah.
is a
Yeah.
different thing
Precisely.
than going to church
Yeah.
and worshiping.
Precisely.
Well, even like we were doing the more like hymn Southern gospel stuff when we loved like contemporary worship music,
Yeah.
but we weren't really able to play that either.
They didn't want to
So,
hear that.
but yeah, and so we were like, it wasn't that we didn't want to be at church. It was like the music that we were required to play at church wasn't even the church music we wanted to play.
Yeah.
Because we grew up and we were like in the youth band in our youth group and
We
we
were
led
playing rock
worship every
music,
Wednesday
right?
and we slapped. We were so good and we loved it. And I mean, even now, like you lead worship at your church, and we did both for a very long time. I'm not towards my microphone. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
We still love it. Like I listen to that kind of music probably more often than I listen to country music, but it's just like, I don't know. We just
we're a
didn't
rock
feel like we
band.
were called
Yeah.
to it.
Deep down in our hearts, we're a rock band.
That's how I describe it to
Well, and
people.
Let's
Yeah.
rage.
We grew
That's
up.
what we want.
We grew up listening to everything, right?
But
so
one of our first concerts ever was Styx at the
Yeah.
Mississippi
Oh,
State
dude.
Fair. Like that is where we grab our inspiration,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, from Styx and from Boston and from the Eagles and from Eric Clapton to
Aerosmith, and,
yeah,
and
like
Yeah.
even,
the rock stuff.
Like our core
Fleetwood Mac.
memories are the Rock and Roller Coaster
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
Disney World. Have you ridden it?
Yes.
dude,
Oh, thank
I
God.
cried
Did you
my
hear
eyes
that they're
out.
changing it to the Muppets?
Why? The Muppets are great, but they don't deserve the
Oh,
rock and
I
roller
have
coaster.
actually
I'm
like
livid.
Come on,
cried
Kermit.
about this. Like I
Dude,
am so
I went to
upset
Disney
about it.
World. I got gifted a day pass from a friend who works there for my birthday last year.
You love Disney. You're such a big Disney
I am.
guy.
My Disney
it.
mug's
Love
in
it.
the car. We're Disney adults. We
Look at
both
my
have the
phone case.
Disney credit card. Like
Let's go. I love it, man.
Delaney's not a
I'm
Disney
not.
adult.
I will take myself out of this conversation. I don't dislike Disney at all, but I
If you
have
went
other
back
things.
as an adult, I think that
Maybe.
you would
Oh,
have an
it's
Yeah,
emotional
emotional breakdown.
how was this day? This
Oh, it was
gift?
amazing. It was the best day of my life. It really was. And I think, like, not to, again, get all, like, meh about growing up the way that we did, but, I think that a lot of it was that, like, as kids, we were doing a lot. We were working a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
So
and
we grew up very fast. Like we were very like mature,
We had to
but
be.
also very sheltered. So
Yeah.
it was a weird balance of like we acted like adults from when that video got posted by Chris Tomlin. We were adults.
Let me put it to you this way. Imagine yourself playing a show at a church and then as a 12-year-old boy having to go out and sit at a merch table and just try to sell a CD to a 65, 70-year-old man. Can you imagine?
No.
As a 12-year-old.
It's a wild
12-year-old.
reality.
So back to the Disney thing. I think that's what it is. Is like Delaney introduced me to Universal Studios like several years ago, and going there was like, it's almost like it reawakened like this childlike, just fun-loving thing
Yeah.
in me, and I can't let it go. It's so
It's
much fun.
so weird.
It's so much fun.
Zachary is obsessed with Spider-Man
I
in a
love
way
Spider-Man.
that I don't know that any almost 30-year-old man should be
Oh,
obsessed
I remember.
with
I remember
Spider-Man.
going and watching Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man back in the
Dude.
day. Like that was a big deal. In the
It
early
was.
2000s.
I just bought I still have my PlayStation 2 that I got when I was in second
dude,
grade.
Yeah, those games were
I
so
just
good.
I bought all of them. I have all three of them, Spider-Man 1 through 3 through the PlayStation
Those were
2.
like good RPG
They're great.
games. Yeah,
They're
they were
great.
fun.
But Disney, right? So they're changing.
to the mouse.
They're changing the Rock and Roller
It all
Coaster
comes back.
from Aerosmith to the Muppets. And so, like, whenever we went this last year, I made sure to ride it like 3 times. And as a
Did you cry? Because I did.
tell the people here how unemotional I am as a person.
I mean,
He's pretty emotional,
I
but
think
he
you're kind of
hides it well.
emotional.
But I'm
think
not a
is-
crier.
No,
that's fair.
not a crier.
Not a crier.
I cry so much that I just don't even notice that you don't
she
cry
cries
sometimes.
enough for all three of us.
But
I
we-
haven't cried today.
That's good.
Woo, there's still a lot
We
of hours
stood-
left.
Yes, there are.
My wife and I stood in line at the Rock and Roller Coaster, waited for the front row because I thought this is gonna be the last time that I'm ever gonna get to ride it, and it's like a childhood core memory for me. I'm sitting, I like bought a hoodie that day, and I like got my hood up, I'm like just like boo-hooing in the front of the line, and my wife starts talking to the guy running the ride, and is like, he loves this ride. It's his birthday. It's probably the last time we're ever gonna get to ride it. We ride the thing. So the first time we rode it, the audio was wrong. So like they play.
Oh, you're a purist.
Dude, I love
Yeah.
it. So they're
Well, okay, so
can speak on this.
I have also now gone to Disney. When this happened, I called my boyfriend on the phone the next day. I was like, "Listen, we have to go to Disney World," and he was like, "Okay," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I love him." He said yes.
but the audio on the ride is wrong. So
we
like
went, and it's like they haven't updated the speakers and stuff on the ride because they're redoing it, and so like 2 out of the 3 times that I rode it, the speakers were busted.
Oh no.
And so it was like.
but they're not playing the actual audio either. They're playing like a live, like from the
Yeah.
Aerosmith bootleg record of Dream On.
See, that stuff I don't know.
I'm an Aerosmith
I don't know
fan
nothing
on
about
top
none of
of
that.
all.
Yeah.
So like
But-
I figured you all were big Aerosmith fans.
Yeah.
they have a record from the 80s or
I
the
did
90s.
wear my Aerosmith T-shirt the
All right.
day
Yeah.
that I went to Hollywood
course.
Studios.
They've got a record.
I felt like the coolest little thing ever.
They have a
I was so
record
into
called
it.
Live the Bootleg, and it's just all of their songs live. It's really cool. I've got it on vinyl. And they're playing like Dream On while you're riding through the rock and roller coaster. I'm like, what is this? Like, I love that song, but like, this isn't how it's supposed to be. The second time I wrote it, it was right. And it's like, I'm not going to get into the details of it all, but like, I wrote it, and at the end of it, I'm like,
He's
I'm
like,
weeping.
first it was this song.
I know it. I'm weeping getting off the ride, and the lady at the end is like, "You want to go again?" Like, sent us through the back to get on the front row
You
again.
beat
It's
the
like,
fast
dude,
passers.
the Disney magic is real.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's not a fast pass anymore, Matt. It's a lightning lane.
Oh,
Just
is
so
it?
you know.
They've changed everything.
Yeah.
I just went to Dollywood for the first time.
Oh, how
a
was
couple-
that?
It was a lot of fun. So my girlfriend, it was my first family trip with my girlfriend and her little daughter. And that little 6-year-old, she's soon to be 7. She'll be 7 when this episode comes out. So happy birthday, Charlotte. But she had me on all the roller coasters at Dollywood, and they go pretty good. We did like ones where adults were getting scared. Little Charlotte was wanting to be in the very back of like
Because it's faster.
Oh yeah, she loves it. And growing up, I didn't go on a lot of roller coasters. Growing up, I was a little scared of everything. I was a little, like Chucky Finster from the Rugrats. You know? 90s kid reference there.
that.
But yeah, I rode. I think I probably rode like 20 or 30 times in the one time we were there because she just wanted to keep going.
That's
going,
awesome.
going.
Nice.
So yeah, there's something special about that nostalgia though, and
Yeah.
I'm sure, and that's something too with like the music you guys do. Like harmonies haven't been a huge thing in the last because we went through like the bro or the party country era, and like then you lean into like the rock stuff. But when you think back to like the Little Big Towns, the Lady A's, the Shenandoahs, the Diamond Rios, all of that. And it's like that era of country is coming back in a huge way into the mainstream. And I think you guys fit in that mold or in that scope of things so freaking well.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's opening back up to that. After
I think it is for sure. I
Yeah.
really do. I think
We
it
want
is.
to fill that gap for sure because it has been a huge gap for a long time.
Well,
Well,
like
and-
all those bands you just named are some of our biggest influences.
Yeah.
You know?
I can
Like,
see it, for
we got to
sure.
write with Charles Kelly
Oh,
from Lady
that had
A.
to be sick.
Oh yeah.
It was the scariest ride of my life. He's so nice.
Oh, he's so
but
nice.
like he started like singing a song idea that he had, and I'm just like freaking out because he's so. I mean, his voice is just such a presence,
Yeah.
and like I don't know, that music is just so powerful and so good, and then you add the harmony on top of it, and it's beautiful, all the things. But
that song will come out at some point because
Oh.
we got a really good song out of it, but it's like a
Yeah.
little bit more. I'd say it's a little bit more pop leaning. In recording, you could probably rock it up a little bit, but it's kind of like. Have you heard his new record that he just put
I
out?
have not.
It's a
It's
lot
so
like
good.
that. That song could have been on that record.
I
It would have
agree.
made sense.
Yeah.
The songs that are on it are so good though. So I understand. Like,
we want to do a duet though.
dude,
Can a trio and a solo artist do a duet? Is that how
Probably
that
Little
works?
Big
Or is
Towns.
that
I'm
a
sure
quartet?
done them at some point.
100%.
Is that a quartet?
Probably would
Maybe.
be a quartet.
Well,
right?
Charles, if
Before.
you're listening to
Special
this,
feature
call
or-
us.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have our numbers, but
But I will say, Old Dominion is a harmony band that is
they kind of broke it back in.
they have been around for a long time, but we are very honored to say that Jeff Sprung from Old Dominion, the bass player, produced our new EP.
Oh, awesome.
And he's amazing. We've met a couple of the other guys, and they're all super cool. But Jeff played bass on our record too, and yeah, having a harmony group guy produce our record, I think, completely brought a new element to what we do because he gets it, you know.
Yeah.
well, and they're such a great live band also.
yeah.
and
For years
that's-
they've been that.
Yeah, like so I actually didn't know how good they were until a few months ago we went to their Ryman residency that they did, and I was
amazing.
floored. Like I liked their records and I have listened to them many times, but like getting to see them interact with each other and just the natural chemistry that they have, that's what we were trying to capture on our record with the three of us, and I think having Jeff involved in that like really made that happen.
Well, it's
Yeah.
because they're a band,
Yeah.
right? And that's what we are too. We're not. I don't really. People do consider us like a vocal trio, but I mean, we're a band, and we found a drummer that, and you've met Parker before, I'm sure.
He's
Like,
awesome.
man,
so good.
we found a guy that like really meshes with us, and for anybody listening that is a musician, how hard it is to find somebody that like comes into a thing and just fits right in. The first time we ever used him, we were doing the Tin Roof circuit
Oh, Nashville hits the roof, baby.
yeah.
A little different from those church gigs back
yeah.
in the
We
day.
did hit those roofs.
And while it is,
did.
it is an absolute blast to play those shows. It is a grind.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
they're not super close together.
No.
Well, and we were doing like the furthest one we did was Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah,
But
that's
we
a
we
haul
drove
down
to
there.
Fort Lauderdale
Yeah.
in a RAV4. So it's 4 people, all of our gear and luggage in a
Suitcases,
RAV4
yeah.
with no trailer. I'll add, and he just stepped right in. That
Hung
was
out.
like
He inserted his opinion in some of our sibling arguments, which was great.
You need that
And then-
tiebreaker.
Yeah.
I know there's 3 of you, so technically there should be a tiebreaker, but I'm sure
it
there's never
takes
is.
the weight off of Zachary to be the tiebreaker.
dude, it's
Yeah.
horrible.
It's
But
usually
Zachary is the worst tiebreaker
Yeah.
of all time because
I'll
all
take
he'll
that.
say is, "I think you're both stupid,"
I'm a peacemaker,
and I'm like,
man.
He's
and
a
I'm like, I am not
peacemaker.
stupid.
Oh my gosh. If you know the Enneagram, Zachary is a 9
through
to
and
a
through,
T. Like
through and through.
9.
Man.
And
Oh,
Erica and I are complete opposites when it comes to thought processes and like
volumes of music in the car, specifically podcasts.
Yeah.
well, also let me point out I'm the driver. So
She does
whatever
do
I
almost all the
say
driving.
is on the radio
I bought
because
noise
I'm trying to
canceling
stay awake.
headphones.
Yeah.
Delaney does
Man.
the bulk of our
I
driving.
do the most
She
driving.
does.
So
But I don't know what it is about me. I think it's because I'm a chick. I have to sit in the front with her.
Yeah.
And so Delaney's
she
also
shouldn't have to. That's where
Delaney
she
is a
chooses to sit.
terrifying driver.
I agree
You're
with
like,
you.
To be-
you're like I just
Totally.
want to sit in the back.
I do, man. I want to sit in the back and I want to like put on my headphones.
Well, no,
and-
she'll get mad. She'll be truly offended if I don't want to ride in the front with her. And then like if
No.
Parker will get up there, she'll like make a remark to me when we get out at a Buc-ee's or something. She's like, "It's fine."
That
And
is
I'm
so-
like,
We're so siblings.
I don't
dude.
feel
Oh
like
my
that's
gosh.
true at all.
I
It's
love
so true, Delaney.
Okay, whatever,
It's
but-
so true. She'll also get mad at me if I have my headphones on. She'll be like,
Sometimes I
nobody
need
wants to
somebody to
talk
She
to
needs
me.
somebody to
I
talk
get
to,
that. So
man.
I've been a driver for a year, like from being on the road and doing all that stuff. And then whenever we go to these festivals, these out of town things, I'm the driver. So
Yeah.
like I could drive close to 20 hours straight. Like I've
Yeah.
done it before where you just stop for fuel and stuff.
Yeah.
But so sometimes you do need that person to talk to.
Do
Other
you come
times-
up with conversation topics though?
Yeah.
Do you have things that you'd like to chat about?
Sometimes, but like I have it down to like a thing. Like we bring Ike, our video guy, which you guys know Ike because he's done
Yeah.
videos and photos and stuff at all of our events. And Ike's a big sports guy, so we'll put on New York sports talk radio. Nikki T hates it. He gets
Oh, okay, so I'm
miserable.
Nikki T in this
Yeah,
situation.
Nikki T hates it, but now Nikki T and I drive separate because we always bring a crew to our stuff. So I'm like, Nikki will just ride in the other car, and Ike will sit there and geek out over sports. Like,
I love it.
like,
I
like-
need
so
that.
funny.
We
yeah,
need
like
two cars.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
Yes.
Parker is that for me. When he sits in the front, we talk about random stuff. Like, what was that? I was on this kick of the podcast for
On volume 100 out of 100.
Oh, you're in like the podcast series. It's like
well,
audiobooks.
Yes, I love podcast series, and it was like about lawsuits and stuff, which I know sounds boring. I know, but there's this one
Erica's
specific.
nice.
You're not doing yourself any favors. big
Sorry,
dog.
I know it sounds
She's
boring,
like,
but it's
I
really
was
intriguing
listening
to me.
this podcast about Bitcoin, and I'm
No.
like, of course I'm not interested in that.
How
You
much
know?
Bitcoin can we really buy right now?
Maybe one of them was Bitcoin, but it's
I know it was, or it's
no,
like
it's about
murder
like-
mystery.
Buy
I
like
can
murder
get
I can buy a
behind
penny's
that.
worth of
Same,
Bitcoin.
same, bro. Half
Oh
a
my
penny's worth.
gosh.
I'm weird. I don't know. I like
No,
listening
I
to
get
things
it.
that are different than
My
what you like to listen to.
podcast,
But
right now, I'm listening to all of the individual people from Vanderpump Rules. They
Oh,
all
that's so
have
interesting.
Oh,
podcasts.
you like the train wrecks. You just
Yeah.
like watching the train
Yeah,
hit the bridge.
that
Like,
is
boom.
like the thing for
crazy.
me.
it's reality podcast.
It's so good. But
Well,
like Delaney,
reality TV.
Delaney will be like, I need you to talk to me. And then I'll be like, what do you want to talk about? And she's like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Sorry to steal your thunder. I knew exactly what you were
Yeah.
gonna say.
And I'm like, okay, cool. So now I have to stop what I'm doing. I have to like close my book, whatever. And I have to come up with a conversation topic to talk about with Delaney. And
Work.
she has to choose if it's worth her time. And then she's like, I'm just going to call mom.
Yeah.
I don't
sometimes
know.
sometimes that's
Yeah,
the
sometimes
key.
I'll do the phone call stuff too. Like
It works.
especially if we're driving back from a festival, like
That's the hardest.
when we're coming back from the festival, because it's like we're partying while we're out there. So it's like I don't drink, so that's the other reason I by default am the
Yeah,
driver.
I was
Like,
gonna
ask.
I call myself the OGDD. You know, I'm great. I'm built in to get you home and stuff. So we'll be coming back from like being like this last one. We were up in Ohio and we were tent camping at the festival.
Golly.
It was a blast. I love it. Shout out country concert in Fort Lauderdale, Ohio. We had a ball. But we went through as a collective unit. I had none of them. We had 20 cases of Surfside that were consumed amongst our crew of like 18 people.
Wow.
So the two guys I was with, my buddy Joe from New York, he was passed out. He kept getting car sick because he hasn't ridden in a car in years. He's a New York City guy. But then Ike was all hungover and feeling tired too. So they just slept. So it was like, how do you stay? So I've been there where it's like there's nobody to talk to. But at the same time, I just dial in.
Yeah, dude.
Listen to people call and yell about the Yankees.
You
or
got it
something.
on lock.
Maybe I'll
That's
start
probably
listening to
entertaining.
that. Maybe I'll find that interesting.
Or find something that you have interesting, because then when they're asleep, it doesn't matter. You can put on whatever the heck you
Right.
want.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I get what you're saying too, because it's like, talk to me, but you're like, about what?
Well, like, you have to think about this. We live
what-
together.
Yes, you get
we-
a lot of time together too.
Right.
That's
Well,
tough.
like, we don't have anything to discuss.
You've
know?
already talked about it.
Like, I could sit here and talk to you for probably 10 hours because we don't talk that much,
No.
you know? But, like, I mean, I kind of know
Well-
everything about her. She kind of knows everything about
Yeah.
me.
It's tough sometimes,
It's like,
for
how's,
sure.
What's your favorite color?
how's,
You know?
Well,
work?
Love Island wasn't, or it was, but we weren't watching Love Island at that point when we were driving back from Fort Lauderdale to Tennessee in one night. And
Why don't?
After
Okay,
the
here's
show.
Delaney's
Wasn't
homework
like
from this
a-
podcast. She's gonna go home and watch all, I think, like 10 seasons of Vanderpump Rules, and then we'll
That
discuss.
sounds like hell.
It's
I can't
so
get into that show.
good.
I
It's
just-
like amazing.
like, I get so bored so fast.
I
I've been
can't-
watching The Bear. That's a good show.
I haven't seen the new season. I've been
It's
watching
good.
Survivor reruns.
See, like Zachary wants to listen to a Survivor podcast. Like
You're probably
I'm a-
listening to classic. I'm
I
guessing
listen to
you're
a
listening to
lot.
music more.
Yeah.
You're talking about the podcast. You're doing like the deep dives into the reality TV stuff.
You're listening
like
to
really
stuff about
get to know the
Bitcoin.
characters.
yeah, you got to know.
Hey, I
you got to
love
know
the
the
rock and
scene
roll
behind
stuff,
the
too.
scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, but eventually that gets sleepy too.
Yeah. Everything gets sleepy.
All
at-
depends
at
on
that
how
time
much
of
sleep
Yeah,
the
you
you've
have to
night.
got.
alternate. What we'll do sometimes, Nick and I went up. We did a drive up to Delaware, and it was like an overnight drive. And Nick said, "Hey, if you need me to drive," I'm like, "No, bro, I got this." Drove through DC at like 3 a.m. It was great, no traffic. But we start out. We're like, let's listen to Luke Combs from the first song he put out until the most recent thing,
Oh.
and you do the whole discography of an artist, and you watch how they've evolved
I've
from
done that.
project to
Interesting.
project.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
So it's cool, and especially with like the rock bands, like you
Yeah.
listen to that first Aerosmith record, and then you throw in like the embargoed stuff, like the hidden
first
stuff.
record is whack.
But then to see that first record, or like Metallica's another great one, like from their first early stuff, like when Dave Mustaine with us all the way through, like that's another thing you can do. Like you just
Interesting.
marathon, like Luke Bryan or early FGL until like the last record before they went their separate ways.
I like it.
Yeah. I
need
The
to
only
roll back on the
person that
whack
I
thing.
know of that we've ever done that with was Taylor Swift on the way up to see the Eras tour.
And allow
Yeah.
me to put my headphones on. You know,
Yeah.
I've heard it enough. I've heard enough of it. I want to roll back on the Aerosmith whack thing. That one is that record. I've read their book, so like
Yeah.
I know the stories about that. But like the first record, Dream On, was on that record.
Like, can you imagine
Yeah.
your first record you put out and it's Dream On?
Yeah, where do you go from there?
Precisely.
I mean, that's like FGL with Cruise.
Yeah.
Where do you
Yeah.
go?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up
Taylor
for all
Swift
of
with
those
Tim
guys,
McGraw.
You know? Yeah. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
She peaked? No, she didn't peak. Let's get this straight. She did not peak.
No, but looking at like what you got, you guys have been putting out music now for what, about 4 or 5 years. Before that,
I mean,
Like,
we've
how
been
long have
putting
we-
out
how long have
music
we been
since
rele-
about 2009.
2000.
about 2009. Well, I'm
Yeah.
saying like original like releases as Dave's Highway.
2012.
2012 was
Yeah.
was you remember that first song?
Yeah.
Or was it a cover? or was it original?
No, it was original.
We've rebranded since then, so I
Let's
would
talk
say,
about our adult years.
Yeah, we
Okay.
started. No Room came out in.
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
We
Okay.
put out. We put out.
I feel like I'm in the car. This is
wow.
we're in the backseat of the Rav4.
welcome to the party, dude.
Welcome to the Rav4.
I'm like a journal person, so like if you need a date, I've got it. That kind
Okay.
of person.
The
So-
bookkeeper.
Yes, the bookkeeper. So we
Of
put
events.
out 2 songs right before COVID.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
Which was
You're
Why Do
Hate
We
That
Need
You
'Em?
Hate Me
Yeah.
and Why Do We Need Them? The first round
Which, why
of
do we
those.
need them? To me is a Dave's Highway
your
staple.
fave.
Like when I tell people, I'm like, hey, check these guys out. That's like one of the first ones that I go to.
I love that song. Funny though, we didn't write either of those songs.
They were outside cuts.
Outside
Yeah.
cuts. Yeah.
First releases were outside cuts,
So
which we hate. Like,
we don't
hated the
consider
idea
them to be
of.
our first song that we put out
Yeah.
because it wasn't like our songs, you know.
But I think
Like we still
did
love them.
Yeah, we did a good job of making them our own, I think. But yeah.
But then No Room came out, Date, don't know. But it was a few years later. What?
Of all the ones that
Oh my
I
gosh,
thought you
11/11.
would know.
OMG, 11/11,
22.
So I
Two.
could I can pull this all up on Spotify.
Yeah, you're
and
like,
check
I
it
can
out.
pull up these dates
I
for you
can
guys.
find all of this stuff because all your releases are in here.
Uh-huh.
But
11,
No
11,
Room was
22.
like, in our minds, the song. Because every door that has been opened for us since we moved to this town has pretty much been because of that song. Like, our producers wanted to work with us because they heard that song. I won a songwriting scholarship in college with that song.
We signed with our management company and, got to meet Jake Owen and a bunch of other people because of that song.
And it's like every time we play it, it's like, oh, yes. It's like putting on your favorite pair of shoes, It's like,
Yeah.
dang, this song rips.
Yeah.
But so like with that one, we did like the whole photo shoot and worked with a stylist and got our hair and makeup done. And we really went all out for it. And then that was the first of 2 or 3 singles with that project. And then we did the full record, first rodeo. And that was I would say like the first adult full project we did.
Yeah.
I
Right?
agree. Yeah.
And then this will be the second.
I like the album art for this first rodeo. Like all the
I
guys
love
with
it.
the glasses on.
Yeah, it's
Zach's
pretty.
just chilling, smiling in the background.
That's me, dude.
I love it. That's sick.
Yeah.
So how are we feeling about getting some new stuff out there? Which, by the way, I love Astrovan.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thanks.
That's been
our
one.
favorite.
That is Graham, our
Yeah.
sound guy at Duck Blinds, like one of his favorite songs in town right now.
That's
by the way.
awesome.
He freaks out whenever we have you guys play. He's like, they better play Astrovan. They
We'll
better
do it
play
every
Astrovan."
time for Graham, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we weren't going to play it that one night, and then he requested it. Do you remember that?
Yes. Yeah.
And we were like, sick, we get an extra song. Because we could just play like
Yeah.
for
Oh, yeah,
a
I'm
long time.
sure.
We
I'm
love it.
sure.
It's the thing that makes us want to do this is the live show.
that
it's
dopamine
so,
hit of singing in front of people
Yeah.
and getting to share your art and getting to jam out together, I'm sure just has to be awesome.
It is awesome.
Even
It
with
is- when
people
it's
like the
awesome,
crazy
it's
ladies,
awesome.
Crazy ladies from the other night when we
Oh,
were playing.
Louisville.
Dude, the Louisville ladies were
Louisville.
wild.
They were feeling
You were
good.
like making it worse though. I think you were like
Egging 'em
these
on.
girls are having so much fun, and
what I
they
do,
loved
yeah.
that. Yeah, they were like,
They were
this guy
stoked.
sees us, and we're just gonna be
and then
louder.
they bought hats and they bought more beers.
Did
That's
they?
the goal.
Excellent.
Yeah,
no,
you
I
know?
don't mean making it worse in a bad way.
Oh no, I was.
It's a good way.
I love to pour gasoline on a dumpster fire. Like,
Yeah.
It
that
was
is
a
one of my
dumpster
greatest
fire.
joys in life.
Well, they
I
didn't
love doing
seem
it.
like they were like that drunk. Like they weren't like slurring. They were just like the
Loud.
loudest. They were louder than Delaney's podcast on the road.
My wife was at that show and she was like, I almost got up and went over there and told them to be quiet. I'm like, it's good that you didn't. They could have taken you. Thanks.
She would
You're
not
kinda
have
little.
done that. You've spoken with her,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
She's
so
like,
sweet.
I almost told them to be quiet, and they would have been like, Minnie
She's-
Mouse just came over here to fuss at us.
She
I
is-
don't know.
She's the most supportive person, the sweetest person. She like she wants everybody to pay attention and listen because she's like, they're great. Listen to them. But like,
Yeah, but she's so soft spoken. I don't know if they would have heard her. I don't know.
But that was a fun
not in
night
that
for sure.
environment. That was
Yeah,
awesome.
and I love that we had you guys on there and we had the Renata folks on there
Yeah,
too,
Yeah,
the
we-
Roll
Great.
family.
Funny story about Renata. So, back when we were at Lipscomb, I think it was like our first or second year when we were at Lipscomb all together. And Renata came, I don't know if y'all remember this. They came to the coffee house show that we played at the Starbucks on campus and we met. And this was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
We've known them for a
9 or
long
10
time.
years ago. And then circled up to now and we're playing at the same places, which they were all very young. Like,
Yeah.
they're younger than us. I don't know
they're
how old they are,
like,
but-
they're, I want to say they're probably like the oldest is probably 20. I think Adrian or Colin's the oldest. They're
Colin's
like
the oldest, yeah.
25 maybe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're-
And
They
a
started
great
young
guitar
too.
player, dude.
Yeah.
Colin's awesome.
yeah, but they're great.
I was like,
Rips.
why would Matt do this to us? Put them right before us.
yeah.
I hope we held our own. I
You
don't know.
guys
They were really,
did.
really good.
Yeah.
Though.
I think
And
we got a different
and
thing
I knew,
going.
look, you guys are different vibes, but
Yeah.
still great. And I knew everybody was playing acoustic, so
Yeah.
I'm like,
We didn't
acoustic
know
trio
that.
Thing.
No,
didn't
I
know
thought
until
that they
we-
were
I
going
didn't
to
know
be
that till we
full
got there.
I'm
band.
never gonna put you guys last if you're playing acoustic, unless I find out last minute that you guys are playing acoustic.
Okay.
But I'll always shuffle. I'll always try to shuffle it around.
It was a fun night.
Yeah, I think
They were
I
awesome.
thought it went really, really well.
Yeah.
And Colin stayed and watched you guys the whole time too. He's like, I'm so excited to watch these guys.
Yeah.
Aw.
I've known of them forever, but
Yeah.
and he lives out. They live out here. They're Hermitage, Old Hickory.
I didn't know that.
They're out
Oh,
here in the
okay.
neighborhood. Yeah, they're hanging out at Nadine's and shit.
This is the vibe, dude.
Sweet.
Yes, I
This is
like
the
the
vibe.
harm. I like the harm. Where in town are you guys in the city?
We're in Green Hills,
Oh, nice.
like
okay.
right by the mall.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
We do not go to the mall.
I was gonna say I've done.
I
Some,
don't go to the mall.
I've done some shopping in that mall, and it's an expensive mall.
It is
Definitely
intimidating.
is.
I've
Yes.
taken my dog on walks in that mall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they love her there. She's beautiful though. So, yeah. Did you know that?
I didn't. I worked at that mall for
It's like
Long
6 years.
time.
4 years, I think, something like that. Huh?
Where were you working?
At Lucky Brand.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I
Before
sold
they turned
jeans.
it into Saint
Actually,
Laurent.
I got to sell jeans to Robert Plant like 3 or 4 times.
That's cool.
Really cool. He knew me when he came into the store. I never acted like a fangirl, but I was fangirling on the inside.
And she would text us, Robert Plant's here.
yeah, like, oh my
Text
gosh.
dad.
I have to calm down right now. But yeah, I fitted him for jeans and sold him some cool
Were they
shirts
skinny? I hope they were
No,
skinny.
no,
No?
he got the athletic fit,
Oh.
which maybe because he's older now. I don't
Yeah.
know, but yeah, it was really cool.
funny.
Cool experience.
That's funny. So you guys come out here. You said you guys went to Lipscomb then for college. Then what years were we graduating from Lipscomb? That would have been what, like
All 2019.
also right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
So how did that? Because for me, I look at 2020 as like an interesting time because I felt I had like my crew of friends, and then I feel like I found my people during the pandemic, like
Yeah.
playing, like just hanging out during COVID and stuff. You guys, you get the songs out right before the pandemic. You're starting to get this momentum. You find your managers, and then it's like you got to pump the brakes on stuff. But you're in the South, so you can still do some stuff. But what was that period like
For
for,
a minute
you guys?
there, man, you couldn't do anything. I mean, you know that as well as anybody does. But like, we had management, we had booking, we had
We're like on the road to where we were trying to go. You
Because
know,
you guys were like doing festivals and stuff too at that point,
a
right?
little bit, and we were opening for Darius Rucker. a
No,
little
that
bit.
was after.
Was that all after?
That was after.
Man, 2020. I don't even remember really, but
Well, so when we graduated college, our final semester, we met Ron Fair. If you don't know who Ron Fair is, I always just say, go Google him and you will quickly know who he is, and you'll know you're going to be
he's
like,
the guy you don't know. You know who.
all
he
right,
is.
he's got an insane resume. But so we met Ron and did a shopping deal, is what they call it, which is how we met our management and booking at the time. And we had like just kind of, we didn't never like sign anything officially, but we had just done our handshake deals with all of them like 2 or 3 months before the world shut down. And so, do you remember from the transition of 2019 to 2020, everybody was like coming up with these sayings like 2020 vision and like you can see clearly, and like we really were like, this is our year. And then the world shut down. It was the craziest feeling, and I know everybody had that feeling in some sense, but like it was, I don't even know, like we just didn't have any idea what to do.
And you guys had just graduated from college.
Right. And so
So that's tough too.
my
Like,
day job
here's the
shut
world.
down, so I had no money. And then you were still able to work
I quit my day job
like
2
2 days
weeks before
Oh, 2
COVID
weeks.
hit.
Because you're like, music's going to be the thing now.
Well, I
like, we're
quit.
in it.
No, I was mad. I quit my job. 'cause I
Where
was
were you?
mad.
Where were you working?
I was at a coffee shop in the Gulch, and I like just wasn't having it.
Just all the
anymore.
tourists,
I
yeah.
quit. And so 2 weeks later, it was like
Lattes.
Yeah, he's
And
like, I
you know,
cannot do this anymore.
I got good at it too. I was.
Oh, I'm
I
sure,
love.
bro.
I love coffee. I served Tom Hanks. I've served.
Yeah, dude,
like,
he
a bunch
hangs
of
out. He
people.
hangs out in the Gulch all the time. I've seen him there multiple times.
Yeah.
just chilling at Marsh House.
Sean
Yeah.
Mendez,
Yeah.
you served.
Leon Bridges, Tori Kelly, like it was a bunch of people. The guys from Def Leppard.
Crazy.
Random
But like,
coffee shop stories. That's
Well,
awesome.
they all
crazy.
stay at that hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you just outed me.
Oh,
But I.
you can edit that out, right?
No, you don't have to.
No, I don't think it's a huge.
They're-
That was
they're-
back in the day.
They're good
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
But I had enough and I quit. And so like no unemployment, no nothing. I applied for it and they're like, yeah, you can have $47 a week. And that $47 a week, it hangs on you proving to us that you've applied for 3 jobs a week.
Yeah, I remember doing
and
that.
if you get
yeah.
one, you have to take it. I'm like, I'll just be
the
broke.
the Tennessee work program. I was in
That's
that for a little
crazy.
while too because I was touring at that time. So I was applying.
Yeah.
I was touring and I was bouncing. I was selling t-shirts,
Man.
selling Muscadine Bloodline hats and t-shirts, and kicking drunks out of
Nice.
bars. That was
Amazing.
that was my life.
Man,
And all that went away. And
Yeah.
so
I can see you doing that.
Yeah.
What, bouncing or
Being
selling
like
t-shirts?
the guy. I mean, selling t-shirts, sure, but bouncing, I can see that. But you're such a friendly face. But I bet you can
was-
turn it on.
I was the good cop, but if I had to switch to bad cop, the New York would come out.
Oh,
It was good.
nice.
It worked out well.
yeah, so we graduated college, didn't have anything to do. Like we were like, what do we do now?
Well, we had all these plans, and then they all had to kind of just be put on hold because
just like everybody else.
Yeah.
And
And so, thankfully, we have parents that helped us through that financially, but like, it was crazy.
it was hard, and we got really into like live streaming, and we posted some content here and there, and it was good for us. And like people were kind to us that had been listening to us for a long time to like send us tips and stuff from our like on Venmo. We would put
Yeah.
our Venmo on the screen.
It's just hard to get the train going again when you, especially at the level where it was at, where like you guys had management and you had booking and you guys were doing the shopping deal thing. Like you were in the spot to where
Yeah,
it is.
and then it just like went all the way down, so we kind of just had to rebuild.
and we're still
We're
still
still
are
rebuilding,
kind of,
yeah.
but like Ron stuck with us through it all. He actually gave me a job working for him at his studio, which was honestly a life-changing experience for me. I learned more about the industry and about music because he's a genius.
Yeah.
He's a genius. And like stuff that I thought I already knew, even like harmony singing. Like he taught me like, you're singing that note wrong. I'm like, who do you think you are? I've been doing this since I
And
was
then you're
12
like,
years
oh
old.
wait,
Like,
dang it, I know exactly who you are, and you are right.
Yep.
It's tough.
So and then we I guess we kind of mutually agreed, like he didn't think that there was anything more that he could do to try to help us in making music and stuff, because our styles are just different.
Yeah.
He's a pop guy through and through, and he was like, I've done the best that I can, maybe y'all need to explore. And so then
It was more of like a don't feel like you have to stay here kind of thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a breakup necessarily.
not at all. No, we're
Like,
still great friends.
I saw
and-
Ron the other day, and I was like, I just like cried. I was so excited to see him. It was so
Well, he's
beautiful.
a mentor. to
Yeah.
us,
Yeah.
and always will be.
Yeah, and the universe and like the Lord, you guys,
Yeah.
you believe it, like the Lord puts people in your lives for a
100%.
reason,
Yeah.
and everything happens for a reason. And as dark of a time as it was, where you got that taste, maybe if the world hadn't shut down, that wouldn't have all been the right opportunity.
Well, I think it also
know?
solidifies how much you want something when you
Yeah.
can't have it. You
Yeah.
know, like I wrote songs every single day during the pandemic. I was really writing some smash hits in my brain. I don't know if they were or not, but If You Asked Me was one of the songs that was written in that
Really?
in that period.
Nice.
Yeah. But we just when you can't have what you want, it makes it so clear that this is what you're supposed to do.
If there was
you
a
know?
question before, there
Right.
isn't now.
I
Yeah.
also think that time was really good for the three of us as siblings and as bandmates to cultivate our relationship a little bit more. And like, we're siblings.
We all lived together.
We lived together. We were together 24/7 all the time.
on
And
the road
we-
and at home.
Yeah.
Yes. And we have had plenty of arguments about plenty of different things. And I think we learned how to communicate with each other through that time too. And I think that our relationships as siblings got stronger
Yeah.
through that.
Yeah.
I really think that was a time that we needed together to work through, because also we were all very down during that time too,
Yeah.
because of what was going on in the world. So with everybody being down, fights increase, of course.
Yeah.
And it was just
well,
really
and also nowhere to escape.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
walked during COVID probably like 11 miles a day because I just I'm an introvert, and so I was like, I gotta get out
I
of here.
gotta get out of
Yeah,
here.
and there was a lot of proximity. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
close proximity.
Well, anybody who had roommates during COVID also knows that. They just
Yeah.
don't know what it's like. But a lot of people don't know what it's like to have to do it with your family too.
Man, the problem
Yeah.
with being siblings is we can be really freaking honest. Like
Yeah, and me.
there is no sugarcoating, and oof.
yeah.
There's
that's true.
there's some moments that had we had a witness, they'd be like, "Wow, they don't love each other." You know what I mean?
No, but that's also holding each other accountable too, and I think that's probably one of the strong suits of you guys having that bloodline together and doing this thing. Like, you guys are going to bring out the best of each other and hold yourselves accountable when it comes to the band. You guys have your roles and doing it independently, like you guys are doing it right now, and luckily you have the management side in your corner, and like you guys are doing what you're doing, but having that the three of you guys together creates a masterpiece, you know. And it's didn't take the right time and the right moment. Like, everybody's story's different.
Well, and that's what we think we have, for us at least, with this new project that we're about to put out. It is the most Dave's Highway project ever, and that's no slight to the ones that we've put out before, but it's
because at the time we also thought that those were the most Dave's Highway projects.
But now
ever,
you've had the time to evolve and grow
Yeah.
and mature and let it marinate.
Yep.
Well,
Totally.
and this one, like, we had such creative freedom with it. This was the first time Jeff from Old Dominion had ever produced a record.
Wow. So you're getting his first thing too.
So we were
Yeah.
learning together how to do it, and every idea that anybody had, it was like, throw it out. Let's do it.
It was
Try it.
very collaborative. So we worked with Blackbird Academy, so it was their students, which we're very into because we were music college students as well.
That's really
And
cool.
so, like, there was no voice in the room that mattered more than anyone else's. So we all, I mean, I think if anyone's voice mattered the most, it was the three of ours, obviously. But, like, we were just all very collaborative and wanted,
Open
just
to
like
new ideas.
like we did have a time limit. We had like 4 or 5 days that we were able to make the record, because that's how the process of working with the Academy worked or something. There was limits, but like other than that, the time was our own and we got to use it how we wanted to. So
It was
really
really
cool.
Well,
That's
and
awesome.
we did the tracking of the music part of the record in the room, right? Which in the past it had been kind of like, well, okay, well, let's get the drums, let's get the bass, let's get the guitar, all it's in separate places, and I played the bulk of the guitars on the record. Devin Malone, I don't know if you know him.
Name rings a bell.
He's a studio cat, and he's
you know many
really
records
good.
that he's
Yeah.
played on.
Yeah.
Same as Ron Fair. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He and I were super collaborative on guitar parts and stuff like that. But I mean, Jeff and crew were so gracious as to let me play like everything, right? Leads, rhythms, whatever I wanted.
Dave's Highway is you on guitar, so
Yeah.
it makes sense.
yeah,
Like, if
it's
you
a
wanna-
voice as much as any of our
Yeah,
three
if you want
voices
to
are.
capture the true Dave's Highway sound, Zach, you got to be on guitar.
Well,
So
and
that
we
makes
did,
sense.
man.
That's
And
awesome.
like that guitar that's sitting over there in the corner was on every song.
Hell yeah.
Every song, the one that I use every time we play is like that. It was that.
Well, and we use Parker, who's our road drummer.
Yeah.
Parker Moore, if you want to look him
Shout
up.
out Parker
He's
Moore.
the best. So it was just very much like, if anybody has any questions of who we are, here's what it is. It's all our songs. It's our 5 favorites at the moment, plus a cover that we feel is like one of the most important songs for finding out who we are.
Yeah.
Because that's a kind of song that you want to live by. I don't know. I don't live by it every day. You know, we all fail, but like, it's pivotal in
Yeah.
our lives. So, this
Well,
is getting
and-
really deep.
Well,
I love it.
and the
I'm so
record-
excited about our music.
The record is called "If You Asked Me." It's out on August 15th, and that we did that. Like, Erica wrote that song by herself. She wrote it during COVID. It's the one that made it on the record, and it's so special because I'll let you talk about what the song is about, but like the cool thing for the record for me is like there's a lot of ways that you can interpret "If You Asked Me." It's like my favorite one for me, and I think for us, is if you ask me what a Dave's Highway is, if you ask me what Dave's Highway is, here it is, and here's the record.
Here's
you
6
know,
songs that we will show you what Dave's Highway is. You know.
Yeah.
from top to
Yeah.
bottom, like that's us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also a lot of the songs on the album are breakup songs, which you've heard all of them, I
Yeah.
think, at this point. But so it's like, the premise of the song, If You Asked Me, is if you ask me, I'll tell you all of this stuff, but otherwise I'm going to keep it to myself, is kind of where I was coming from. And so it's like, here are all of my emotions. And so we've got all of these songs that are sort of tell-alls in a way of what we've been through, mainly me and Delaney, because Zachary lets us lead the rights and lead what we want to sing about a lot of the time.
I like to write with my fingers, man. That's all.
Yeah. Finger paint.
It's because I'm a toddler.
What if that
I'm
was
a toddler
Zachary's
in
thing?
here.
He like
Disney World
wanted
finger
to
painting.
Spidey Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man finger paints. Well, getting on the soon it'll always be the rock and roller coaster.
I'm dead. That's so funny.
I love that.
That's perfect.
But yeah, it's our stories and our sound, and it feels really good to be putting out this music. I think on our pictures we look like ourselves. We picked out all of our outfits and did our own hair and makeup this time, and it's just very personal to who we really are.
Yeah, like you guys had even more of a hand in it than the earlier ones.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
And Jeff was for sure the producer on the record, but he allowed us to have our producer moments as well. Like if I didn't like something in the room, he like stopped the whole session and was like, "Wait, what's going on?" And so it was just really cool to work with somebody like him, because he knows what it's like to be in a band like ours.
He's been
because
us.
he's in one.
He's been us
Yeah.
before, you know,
Yeah,
minus the sibling dynamic.
right.
that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then what do we have as far as like getting out there and doing shows? Because that was something you guys were running, like doing like posts, like right after coming out of the pandemic, like later into 2020, 2021, you guys were hitting the road. 2019, you guys were out there a lot. But what's it been like not doing that as much and then gearing up to get out there again?
It's a grind.
It is.
Truly.
We don't have booking anymore. We mutually parted with our booking agency. And so we're kind of doing it ourselves. We want to follow you guys around wherever you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys are a blast. But it's tough, man. It really is. So, like, we're doing a lot of in-town stuff. We're doing some stuff out of town coming up this year. But hopefully this record will kind of...
Be like a blast off moment.
Yeah, where were some of the markets that you guys, like some of the touring experiences where you were like, that state that I didn't think would be all about us is like a random place outside of the Southeast? Because I know the Southeast will always feel like home, but
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys got to go to all kinds of different places.
We honestly, I think the best shows, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, there's these two cities up in the Northeast that have these, they used to be like carnival
Circus tents.
circus
Oh, dude,
tents,
yeah.
and the stage spins. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Where in the...
They're
one's
in,
on
they're in
Cape Cod.
Massachusetts.
Oh, Massachusetts.
Yes.
Okay, the mass holes. Is
Yeah.
what we
Yeah.
call them. Yes.
But
they're
they
special
so, but
breed.
they so weren't, dude. They were so.
Oh, they
were
love
so
country music.
great.
That's just what they
They
proudly
love
call
it.
themselves.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
love country
It was
music.
like
up
the
there.
music circus, and in one of them was
The
in
Melody
Cohasset,
Tent
and the Melody
was
Tent.
one.
Yep.
in,
Yeah, but those towns were so
Hyannis.
beautiful too. So we got to like go and visit the towns, and we met random people that were so nice. Like, I feel like people talk about Southern hospitality, but there's a different kind of hospitality up there where like if somebody's nice, you know they mean it.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
like I can't believe that I'm telling this story right now. It's cool to me. I hope they listen to this podcast. But we were walking from like a little downtown area in, I don't remember which town it
It was on
in.
Cape Cod.
It was on Cape Cod. Not in Cape Cod. We
On
got
Cape
corrected
Cod.
Yeah.
for that. People like actually fussed at us for saying
It was in
Cape
Hyannis.
Cod. We
It-
didn't get it. We're from Mississippi.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we were walking. We were like, we're going to go see the beach. And so I don't know how this happened, but this car, our parents were probably like, y'all are so stupid. But this car pulls up, and it's this woman and her daughter. And they were like, are y'all going to the beach? We can give you a ride. And they're just like,
And we had been hiking for like a
a
mile
long
and
time.
a half at this point.
And we weren't
We're
hitchhiking. Like, we didn't have our
No.
thumbs out or nothing.
just
They just like
because
knew.
we didn't want to pay for an Uber.
and we got to talking to him in
Might
the
not have
car,
been able to get one.
and they were like, "Yeah, we're coming to the show tonight," and we're like, "Well, dang, so are we." And she was like, "Wait, why are you going to the show?" And we're like, "We're the opening act." And so it's just like little moments like that that we've experienced on the road that, like, honestly, it happens outside of the South for us a lot, and we love the South, but
We always have a good turnout in Orlando when we play there.
true.
yeah.
It's your love for Disney, bro.
I'm saying, dude, I don't know what it is. Like, it keeps coming back to Orlando.
Zachary's
but-
like, "Let me say Orlando. Maybe somebody will hook me up with tickets."
Sure, but like people, like legitimately, we have people who know us outside of. That was a Tin Roof show, but like outside of the Nashville Hits the Roof Tin Roof thing, they see our name and they come to our shows. And like,
Yeah.
there's nothing in the world like that. People who see you and want to come and support what you're doing, like to the point where they had a young boy with them, like their son with them, and they got kicked out of the bar because
it was like right as it hit like 9:30 or something. They came over to the table. It was like our second to last song, and they were kicking him out of the bar, and I was pissed.
Yeah.
I was like, you cannot kick Evan out of the bar right now.
Delaney got off stage and was like, let him stay. It's just a couple more songs. And they're like, nope. But they went out, and then they didn't go home. They went outside and they stood outside and watched the rest of the show.
Yeah,
it's
they're
really
the
cool.
best.
Freaking sick.
But we've had a lot of people in St. Louis. St. Louis was a great show. We have been very fortunate with some of the shows that we've played. We opened for Darius Rucker a few times. We went on a whole tour with Jake Owen, and St. Louis was a huge one. Scottsdale was a great one.
Vegas was great.
Vegas was great. I mean, we've been very blessed. L.A. was great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, we just got
Mississippi
to see a
and
lot of
LA
things we've
couldn't
never
be
seen.
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is that I
Opposite,
think your
but-
music reaches to wherever. Like it has that mass appeal where if you just like music that sounds good to your ears, where it's like it just makes you feel good with the harmonies and the lyrics and the up some moments and then down some other moments. Like it's just it can really go anywhere. It's not like this is cold beer country music or this is rock and roll or this is
Right.
that. It's a little mix of a few different things, you
Yeah.
know? So it's like I don't think of you guys as like a regional act by any means. You know?
I think that is such a superpower, but at the same time, it makes it where I feel like labels don't know where to put us.
Yeah.
Because we are, I don't want to say straight down the middle because that sounds bad to me, but like we do have a bit of like a neutrality about us that we're not like for young girls or old women. We're for both, and we're also for men, and there's not like a specific market.
It seems like there's something like a little bit scary about that to, I don't want to say to the industry because I'm not going to speak for the whole industry, but like there's something about it. It's like if we don't know what box to put you in, we don't know what to do, you know? And we've gotten that a lot whenever we did that thing with Ron, the shopping thing. A lot of labels, a lot of publishing companies came out and they were like, they're great, but we don't really,
What do we do with them?
we don't really have a place.
Well, I mean, we've been hearing that since we were kids because when we were really young, because we got so much response from the Christian music industry, we met with a bunch of Christian labels when we were like young, and they
didn't know
they
what to do
didn't
with
know
us either.
because we weren't Christian enough, and we're like, what does it mean to be Christian enough?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I feel like that's maybe going to be an awesome thing for us because there is so much of the like genres meshing together now.
Right now is
Yeah.
the time. Like,
Well, like even
it
Chris
is.
Tomlin put out the country collaboration album that he did a few years
Well,
ago, and then
Jelly
Beyonce's country now.
Jelly
and
Roll and Brandon Lake.
yeah,
I mean,
there's room for
Yeah.
things that are a little different. So hopefully,
Yeah, I mean,
That will
I'm
make
doing a
sense.
festival in 2 weeks where they've got me going up doing media and I'm like I'm like helping out with like hosting a side stage, and it's like one of the days it's like Co Wetzel, then Nelly, then Kane Brown. Another one. The other day it's like Flo Rida and Jesse Murph before Parker McCollum. You know,
Weird.
like
Whoa.
the all genre festival thing and like the all genre ticket for a fan experience is more prevalent now than it's ever been.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because country's bigger than it's ever been. So the worship world is like, okay, cool, we'll throw a country artist in
Right.
there. The rock world's cool, we'll throw a country artist in there. Even the hip hop people are like, cool, we'll throw a country artist in there, you know?
it's crazy.
Yeah.
So now is like the time. Like it's just again, it has to be like right place, right time. You look at Chris Stapleton; he was here forever. Brooks and
Yeah.
Dunn didn't meet until they were 34. You know,
Isn't that crazy? Because I
Yeah.
feel like I think. As much as I love Taylor Swift, I think that she ruined me because when I was a little kid, I was I think 9 years old when Tim McGraw came out. Tim McGraw the song, not the artist, obviously, but I was whenever I turned like 15 or 16, I was like, this is my time
right,
because
this
this
is
is
it.
when it
Yeah.
happened for Taylor Swift. But that doesn't mean that doesn't mean as a 28-year-old that it's not going to happen.
No,
for me,
and
you
everybody
know?
and everybody's path and like the factors and the tools that she had at her disposal early on,
Right.
very different. You
Very
know,
different, yeah.
she was the face of now one of the big labels in town. Like she was the big thing there. But it's like everybody's thing is a little bit different. And now with the social media thing too, it's like, well, you guys have experience playing. You guys have been playing shows since you were you before you could drive. You guys have been playing shows for people.
Before we even thought about driving.
Before you even thought about driving. Before you had a chance to argue over podcast or
Right.
music or
Yeah.
Vanderpump.
Before
or this or that.
podcasts came out.
Before Vanderpump Rules was even a thing, you know,
Bro.
like way back in the day. So
Yeah.
it's like it takes just getting out there, and anybody that sees you guys, that's the thing. You guys are going to build so many fans. Like you talked about getting blessed to be on those tours with Jake and Darius and different festivals, and folks that don't know you and then leave being Dave's Highway fans, you know. And it's just getting the opportunity to go out and do that, because anybody that hears you and then gets to meet you guys after, like, they're going to be fans for life, like those
Yeah.
people that gave you the ride to the beach on the Cape. You
Like
know?
what?
Yeah.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah, stuff happens for a reason.
We could have
you know?
died that day.
You could.
Could
You
could've
you
never
just
played the show.
imagine, like, if this was like a murder podcast? What would,
Oh,
what
and
would have happened?
Delaney be listening
Delaney
to
B.
it
that up.
on
Yeah.
this episode of Serial. Yeah.
These dumb kids from Mississippi got in the car with these women from Cape Cod.
Yep.
From on Cape Cod
And
in
they,
Cape
yeah,
Cod.
and they were all going to the same concert.
Yeah.
Only 2 of them made it. Bum, bum, bum.
And now there was no opening act.
And now there's no opener.
Oh my gosh, that's so.
So what do you
That's
guys
amazing.
like doing when you're not doing the music thing? Because I know you guys all spend a lot of time together. But what are, like, aside from like the podcast, the reality TV, booking trips to Disney, what do we like? What do we like doing in our off time? Because you have to give yourself downtime too. It is a grind, and I know you guys work your tails off and are writing all the time and are working on the social media stuff or the this or the that or booking gigs or reaching out for opportunities and doing what you got to do. But what do we do when we're unplugging from the music stuff?
Let's mention also that we all 3 have full-time jobs.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
On top of it,
Yeah.
Mondays like today are just our off days,
Yeah, downtime is like a rarity in our
Yeah.
lives. I
Yeah.
feel like.
which is not a woohoo. Look at us,
Right.
we're working all the time. But
I would
just have
love
to
to
pay
quit
our
my
rent.
job. So if
Yeah.
anybody wants
Yeah.
to find a way to help us quit our jobs, call us.
Yeah.
Rent
I'm like,
is
my phone
expensive,
number is
but
601.
I think I can speak for all 3 of us when I say this. It's hard to be okay with having downtime, but I think we've all learned how to do that in our own ways. And I like to spend it with my friends because I am an extrovert. I am the only extrovert in this group. And
Maybe Matt's an extrovert. Are you?
Well,
I'm for sure. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
great.
Oh, yeah.
he's an
See?
extrovert, but in the
You
band,
are
he's
not
not
alone.
touring with Dave's Highway, so it's a struggle
Maybe
for
he
me.
could.
He could, yeah, for sure. We've got one more seat
that
in the
would be
RAV4.
something else. dude.
Oh, dude. I mean, I've toured Trey Lewis, DDID. I've been all over the place. You
I
know,
bet that was wild.
that was a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was 4 years of chaos and fun. But I've done the tour manager
Yeah.
thing. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
it's a grind. I've done it in vans.
Man,
and
this
lucky.
is making all kinds of
Yeah,
things
dude.
go
All kinds
off
of
in my
so
head.
so
Yeah.
so. What are like the hobbies? Like, what do we do when we're not working?
Dude, I'm a freaking dork. I'm a guitar guy. I'm a guitar
just
nerd.
Guitar,
Like,
YouTube,
well, and
things
that's
like
not
that.
that's not just the working for us thing. Like I'm a like pedal boards and gear and like
How many pedal boards do you have? Do you have multiple
I
pedal
only
boards
have
with
two.
different things
I only
on
have
it?
two. I only have two. One of them is like the one that you've seen a bunch of
Yeah.
times, and the other one is like just a little one that I've just spare stuff that I've just thrown together. But I mean, I've got at my house I have 10 or 12 guitars. Like I've got 50 pedals. Like whenever we were kids, like they would save their money and I would buy gear. Like that was kind of how it was. I spent all of my money on gear.
And then our dad would give us lectures on how Zachary needs to save money, and we're like, "Bruh, you told him you'd go in half. Like,
I'm investing.
you're supporting this, and then talking
investing.
about it behind his back."
Dude, I've like since I moved out to Mount Juliet off of the pedal thing, I've turned like full just back to my roots redneck in a way. Like,
God bless Wilson County.
dude, I'm
man.
saying
God bless Wilco.
I've got groundhogs in my backyard.
Oh.
I cannot confirm nor deny what's happening to them.
Caddyshack, baby. I
Dude,
love it.
I'm saying I don't throw away my cardboard trash anymore. I just burn it, and that's a
Yeah.
blast for
Oh, yeah.
me. Like that's what I'm doing on my day,
Spending
my
time with the
downtime.
wife,
Spending time
yeah.
with my wife. We watch a lot of Survivor.
Nice.
Nothing really exciting. I like the puzzles and Lego sets.
Man,
go.
you're a dweeb.
I told you, I'm
love
a dork.
puzzles too. I didn't realize my love for puzzles until like 2 weeks ago, and I went on a trip with my boyfriend, and we did a puzzle. He was like, "Yeah, I like puzzles too." And then I started doing this puzzle, and he's like, "Oh no, I don't like puzzles like you like puzzles," because I could stay up until like 4 in the morning.
Have we gone up to?
1,500
Oh,
was
so
my
you're
most
getting-
recent.
So
yeah.
you're getting there. So we'll be at 5,000 in no
Maybe
She
I
gave
don't
me
have
that
a
puzzle. I
space
hadn't done
for
it
it.
yet.
Is the problem? I need a big table like
You'll
this.
you'll find the space for it. If
You're
you
right.
if
If
you
I'm
wanna,
really committed.
If you want to build it, it'll
Yeah,
find a way.
that's funny.
awesome.
It's been on our kitchen counter.
I was gonna say
Oh,
you
I cleaned it up
Yeah.
as soon as I was done. Literally within 20 minutes of when I
Yeah, but
finished the puzzle, I
it
broke
took a
that
few
thing down.
days.
It's in my.
It's
at my house now.
1,500 pieces,
Yeah,
bro.
but it was all
Man.
across our kitchen
Yeah,
counter. But it's okay.
my
It's
mom
okay.
likes doing puzzles, but what she does is she glues it together and she frames them.
Oh,
That's
so
what
there's
I'm gonna start doing.
there's like framed
I
puzzles.
feel like me and your mom could be great friends.
Yeah,
You know,
Christy, she's great.
Christy.
Yeah,
We should meet her sometime.
she's definitely listening to this. Shout out, mom. She listens to all of them.
Puzzles are a new hobby of mine. I have a dog that is the love of my life. Her name is Margie. She's a beagle.
Beagle in an apartment. That's a
I
bold,
know.
bold move, Cotton.
She's a very good, mostly quiet
move.
beagle.
That's a bold move.
She only
She gets to howling sometimes. though.
She does. She gets a little rowdy at times, but so does her mama. You know, we sing together. It's awesome.
That should be some content.
I
don't know if you
know,
posted
right?
that. You got to post singing with
Well,
the
it's
dog.
tough because it's just me and her a lot of the time. So like I don't have anybody to film it, you know. And usually
Selfie
whenever
mode.
it
Take the
happens,
phone,
it's like
selfie mode.
11 p.m. and I'm like, Margie, it's quiet hours. Shut up.
Margie don't have quiet hours.
No. Margie marches to the beat of her own drum.
That's awesome.
Do I have more hobbies?
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
cook
you
some.
Cook some. We
I
all
work out
cook
a
a little
lot.
bit here and there. But
Is working out a hobby?
yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely. a
Let's
hobby.
go. I work out.
Nice.
I
And
collect
then-
sneakers.
I like to try new restaurants. I'm a project girl too, so I always have a new
She's a
project
big project
going on.
starter.
Oh my gosh,
That's
no.
because you're taking up all the room with the damn puzzles.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the problem.
I've literally done one puzzle, just one.
I'm a handy woman, okay? I have taught myself how to use a handsaw to cut shelves for anything. Like
She stays
I
building stuff.
like to do things like that. And
Delaney's
I-
like sending us pictures in our family group chat of her holding a drill, and we're like,
What are you doing?
I'm always.
There
I
she
mean,
goes
I've
again.
really been in the mode of like building things and making. My dad is so nice, and he sent me a whole DeWalt kit of like drill bits and.
I'm mad.
So has she come
Yeah.
over? Has she come over and helped with the projects?
Nah, dude.
No, you got a house where you can do stuff.
I
man.
know.
Delaney can murder
yeah.
some
I can do.
groundhogs.
I can do
figured
stuff
you
like
are
that
as well,
too.
yeah.
But like,
I'm not.
I'm not either. I'll be honest.
Dad
I'm
didn't
not.
send me a DeWalt toolkit.
He wouldn't dare send me one,
You
so
wouldn't know what to do with
I'd
it.
be like, Dad, what's this?
No, but
Can you
it's,
tell me what this thing does?
we're all very different and very similar in so many ways.
What are the
so.
restaurants that we like in town? 'Cause
Iberian pig.
Oh yeah,
Where's
Iberian
that?
Pig.
I'm
It's
out
in
on
the Gulch.
Iberian
I'm out on
Oh,
that,
it's
dude.
amazing.
So good. It's tapas, so it's a little more bougie.
If you like to eat, don't go there.
I don't
Oh, it's
consider,
a tinier.
Yeah.
That's like
but you get a bunch of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it costs you $1 million.
I'm a chick.
I'm balling on a budget.
Somebody
and
else buys my dinner. You know what I'm saying? It's awesome.
I like
Well-
Jack Brown's, baby.
Jack
Brown's is good
Jack
too.
Brown's is
They're opening
great.
one in Green Hills.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be a big deal.
Yep.
It is a big deal.
Greenhouse is one of our favorite spots in Green Hills.
What's the one? Char is a good one
Char,
in Green Hills.
you know, that's a
Char.
Mississippi restaurant.
Really?
They
Yeah,
started in
originated in Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh wow.
I went on my first date there.
Jackson.
Nice.
No one's ever taken me to Char on a date.
Oh,
What am I doing
it's
wrong?
Nobody's
so
What
good.
about
good.
Urban Grub? You get your Urban
I've
Grub on?
never been there.
Really?
I've never been
Really?
either.
That
Where is that?
It's
12th South.
It's expensive,
That's
but
the
you
one
get a
without
lot
the
of
sign.
food.
Okay.
It's the
right?
one where
Yeah.
like the hill that you drive up on
Yeah,
and
it's
there's
like
fire.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
across from the flower, like
Yeah.
the flower stand or
Yeah.
whatever.
It's so bougie.
It's-
It doesn't even have to have a sign.
It's real. It's really
It's like
good. I'd
Soho
recommend that.
House.
Have you done
Okay.
Pilato?
I love Pilato.
Pilato's
Yep.
good, and the guy that owns it used to work for the Yankees, so
Oh,
he
no
always
way.
wears his World
Okay.
Series
And
ring.
they're connected to Luogo in
Logo,
the
yeah,
Gulch.
same guy,
yeah.
Anthony Riscato. Yeah. Yep.
Very good.
Interesting.
Very
Yeah.
good restaurants.
Y'all talking about
And then
some
I just
fancy
went to
stuff.
Pastis.
I haven't been to that
last
one
week.
yet.
Amazing.
And I only know about these bougie restaurants because my girlfriend is a bougie restaurant goer, similar to Miss Delaney over
Yeah.
here. So
I
I've
didn't used to
learned
be,
the
but my
ways.
boyfriend is, and so I'm like, sure, we
Yeah.
can go.
Yeah, like
I'm
I've never been to the 12:30 club, but
Oh,
I
I
know
love
that,
12:30.
Yeah.
Supper Club and Honky Tonk. They're both great,
Yeah.
but I prefer the Supper Club because
Yeah, Aaron always talks about
Yeah.
they have the best espresso martini and the best
So
truffle
good.
fries.
I've
and I'm
heard
like,
about
those
their
are not-
espresso martini.
So
not my
good.
world.
Y'all are talking a foreign language right now.
Zachary's
Tell
like,
you
I
what.
cook great burgers on my Blackstone.
Dude,
Dude, burgers on the Blackstone. You get that smash down there,
dude,
man. Those are good.
I have a Blackstone and 2 smokers at my house.
Oh wow, you
That-
really are back in your Mississippi
Dude, I'm
redneck.
saying.
That
I
just
love
gave
it.
me an idea. You need to have all of us over and cook burgers on your Blackstone
Duh.
and just hang out in the backyard.
Easy. I just
No,
got
there's
a.
chicks back there. We're not going.
dude,
I'm not going back
All
there.
I just got a.
There'll be a table for puzzles. You'll be set.
Perfect. Inside in the air condition, please.
Matt and Nikki T are invited too.
Yeah, dude.
We'll
I just
bring
got
some
a,
cigars. We'll bring
yeah.
some Surfsides.
I'm in. I just got a movie screen, like an inflatable movie screen and projector
dude.
for the backyard.
You are Mr. Nostalgia.
I
and
know,
I love
dude.
you for
I
that,
know,
man.
I know. It was free. Shout out the Doe family from my church. They gave it to me.
What was the? Have you watched anything on
Nope,
there
I
yet?
just got it yesterday.
What's the first movie gonna be?
I don't know, dude.
Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2.
I don't know, it might be
Tom
Jurassic Park.
Holland Spider-Man.
Oh,
Might be Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Hey, there's
It's-
always
it
room
fits.
for the amazing Spider-Man.
True. You can see the thing you can do is you can
He
back
is amazing. Have you seen him? He's beautiful.
you can back the truck down there and sit in the bed of the truck.
Dude, have
Yeah.
a drive-in at your
what I'm
house.
saying,
dude.
There
Drive-in
we
movie
go.
theater.
Can Margie come?
Yeah.
The
Yes.
backyard is big enough for that
Yeah.
for sure.
Dave's Drive-In.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna start charging.
It's like
Make
Dave's
some money on
Highway.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Dave's Highway's restaurant. Is
Yeah.
Dave's Drive-In.
Dave's Drive-In, and you're just slinging
It reminds me of Guy Fieri, dude.
Oh, dang.
burgers,
We'll have to change
drive-in
it then.
movie, build your own puzzles. You can do all you guys can do your own things.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. Maybe we leave the puzzles out. We can come up with a new craft.
What would
I
it
don't
be?
know.
What would it be if it wasn't puzzles? What would the other crap be? Use the power drill with Delaney? Build a project, contribute. You all hammer
no.
and nail when you walk in.
Have you been to one of those like places that you destroy stuff?
Dude.
Oh, the rage rooms.
Yeah, have you been to one?
No.
haven't
I
either.
want to
I've
go.
been told I would have a blast in there.
My
think you
mom
would.
Yeah.
I would
found
too.
out that was a thing, and she was like, "What is wrong
She's
with
like,
the
"Why
world
would they
that
do
people would have that like as an activity?"
Mom, I could never picture her doing that.
Mom
but
would
we
be
could
so
do that.
uncomfortable in a rage room, but then when she started going, she'd be like the ragiest of
Oh,
all.
just
I
taking,
just really
taking
think so.
just taking an old like Dell desktop computer and just smashing
Yes,
it.
I feel like that sounds so
Oh,
satisfying.
you have to feel so great after.
Dave's Dave's rage room.
Yeah.
We could,
That sounds like
we
my
could-
apartment.
We need to start applying for some LLCs, guys.
Yeah, I like it.
These
People are gonna
happening.
steal all of this.
No. So the new music, we're about a month. We're less than a month out right now. We're
Yeah.
like we're very close to it when this episode comes out because this will be out early August, so everybody can go and pre-save it and everything like that. And then what do we have we thought about after the EP, like anything else for the rest of this year? Or do we really want to just push and kind of let everything marinate?
Big time marinating for sure.
yeah.
We're just really excited to have like when we play shows to be like, you can go listen to these songs.
Yeah,
you
'cause
know,
I'm
it's
sure
so
it's been a while
satisfying.
because you've been playing these songs now for
A bit.
a while.
Really, since we recorded them is
A
when we started
year,
playing
yeah.
them. We just want to play and play and play and play. That's
Yeah.
really our thing that we love to do. So anywhere that we can do what we do
literally-
best,
we will
want to do
literally
it.
play anywhere. We will
Yeah.
play anywhere. Just give us chicken tenders and we will be happy.
You don't even have to provide chicken tenders. I mean, it's
But if you
cool.
have chicken tenders, big plus. We'll do that. That was the Big Tin Roof thing. You know, you go there and you
Oh,
get,
the
you get
tin
your
roof chicken tenders with that honey mustard or that
Uh-huh.
ranch, 10
Uh-huh.
out of 10.
Some of them are better than others.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've experienced that as well. Like Birmingham is a little bit of a different vibe than the Carolinas. You
Yeah.
know?
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
they're all a little different.
For
Yeah.
sure.
But all have a
look
special
different.
place.
Yeah.
Yes.
They
Yeah,
do.
and then you said there might be some stuff coming out of town. Do we have any? Is
We've
that
got a couple.
announced? Are those like private things? or-
We've got a couple of private things going on,
Okay.
Yeah.
but no real like tour plans right now. But we're working on
Yeah.
trying to get some stuff
What would be
together.
the best way for people to reach out if those folks from living on the Cape saw you guys or those people in Orlando? What's the best way to reach out to book a Dave's Highway gig?
We're very active in our DMs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
any DM to @DavesHighway on pretty much any platform will respond quickly.
Absolutely.
Instagram is
Instagram is
best.
number one.
I call that
Yeah.
the Nashville business card.
Yeah.
Is Instagram.
For sure.
Like it really is. I somebody told me that when I first moved here, and I'm like, no way. This is just people posting pictures and stuff. I'm like, oh wait, this is like the connector of everything.
Yeah, I think there's like a
is.
booking tab on our website
Okay,
that you
cool.
can click to, but where
Yeah.
do those
Who
even
web- who
go?
website?
I don't even know where they
Who's
go.
seen those?
Is it you? Do you get
Um,
those emails?
I do not, but they go to our management.
does.
So
Oh shoot!
Oh.
it's
The management manages. That, makes
that
sense.
was one of my
That makes
projects is trying to figure out how to do website work. But that's
Yeah,
one
Delaney
of-
made our website.
I hate. Nope, I'm not. I don't want to do that ever again. So
Yeah.
You did it though.
I did
did
it,
it.
but nope, I'm
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
I'm hiring somebody.
Yeah,
next time.
websites are a pain in the butt. That's what we
Yeah.
run into all the time with our stuff too.
Yeah.
Websites not my favorite.
Very,
Live
very hard
music,
work.
live music, and hanging out with my friends. Very much my
Amazing.
favorite.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's how we feel about like the posting and things like that. I'm like, man, I really don't feel that my life is interesting. Like, we are in a band together. That's kind of interesting. We go to work. I wouldn't say that's interesting. Me and my dog singing. I'm sure that's cool. But like,
It's pretty interesting.
I don't think, oh, I should post this every second of my life. You know?
Yeah.
And it's such a like not a part of my makeup as a person.
It's not like the first thought for any of the three of us is not like we should post that because
Yeah.
like
And I envy the people that are like that because I'm so jealous.
In
Because
a way, though, but I feel like it sometimes takes you out of the moment of living that.
Oh, it absolutely does.
experience.
Yeah.
Whenever it's like, oh, we got to catch this.
You
on
guys
video,
are old
you know?
souls.
Yeah.
We are.
You
We-
guys are.
We were born in the wrong generation.
You
but
guys, yeah,
here we are.
You're a band. You're
Yeah.
not
Mm-hmm.
social media people. You're a band.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You write songs. You play music. You go and perform those songs. You go and record those songs, and like that's what you guys do,
Yeah.
which is what it used to
we
be.
want to be better.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah, because you kind of have to be.
Yeah.
But it's
told
like
that we have to be.
yeah.
Right. Well, we
Yeah.
just need somebody to follow us around all the time and be like, ooh, that's good
Content
content.
guy,
Because
yeah.
I'm like, I don't think this is any
Yeah.
good, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
interesting.
finding what's that thing, because I think as soon as people get led to the music, like I've said multiple times, and like I've said plenty of times before, and I'm going to keep saying, you guys freaking rule. Like
Thank
your
you.
guys'
Thank
music,
you.
it's so good. You guys work so freaking hard, and I really think there's something to this August 15th stuff.
Let's go.
I really do.
Especially if it's our 10th year
Yeah.
to the date in this
I
town.
really think it is.
We're gonna.
That's
we're gonna
like the
circle back
Lord,
on that.
man.
We'll let you know.
Yeah.
I think I'm right.
I think
If
you
you're
are
wrong,
too.
I'm going to be pissed.
You're gonna hear,
It's a sign in a good way or a bad way.
but just the fact that it came up on here is
Yeah.
a sign of some
well,
sorts.
we're
Yeah.
going to lie if he's wrong. It's the
That's fine.
truth.
We can lie about that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh man.
That's awesome. Well, hey, I appreciate you guys so much for coming on here. Thank you for being such a big part of our family with
course.
Raise Rowdy and playing.
Thanks for letting
a
us.
bunch.
It's the
You
best
got-
part.
No, we love having you guys. Like Raise Rowdy's as much. We tell people we're like a lifestyle brand, a media company that does all these events and does this and degenerates a lot and does a mixture of different things. But we always say the biggest thing is community, you
Yeah.
know, and it's finding the folks that are good members of the community, good at what they do, people that we believe in, and you guys are on that freaking list and have been for a long time. And I'm so excited for this EP to get out there, and so excited for what the future holds. You know, you guys are killer, and just keep freaking going. You know,
Thank you.
keep it
Yeah.
going.
Thank you.
So you're welcome.
We love
Absolutely.
you guys so much.
Yeah, we love you guys, and we're gonna send you home with some surf sides. What do we think of the green tea?
I think it's really good. Peach is one of my favorite flavors of all time, so this is a great combination.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Well, we're gonna send you guys home with some stuff. I got some more hats. If there's any hats that you don't already have, because you guys have collected quite a bit. We are working on some new stuff, and when that new
All
stuff
right.
comes out, we'll add it to your
Y'all have
collection.
the
Love
best
it.
merch
best
Yeah,
of
you do.
anyone
we,
in town.
We appreciate
so-
that. It's me and Nikki T late night
Yeah.
just being like, what about this? And sending it to some guy on Fiverr and being like, okay, it's this. And then
That's awesome.
ordering it.
You
That's
do
how it comes
great.
to be.
You do
so.
great work.
Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate that very much. But y'all be sure to look up Dave's Highway. Get out there, pre-save the EP. Remind me that title one more time.
If you asked me.
If you asked me, like I just asked, if you asked me,
Exactly.
the EP, it's out August 15th. Get out there, pre-save it. Give them a follow too, Instagram, TikTok. Join the following on Facebook, and be on the lookout. And if you got any Disney stuff, send it over to Zach. If
And
you got-
Erica.
And
Me too.
Erica, yes, yeah, and Erica. Any Disney? Well, I meant Disney. Like if you're just like a Disney super
Send me
fan.
Rex, dude. It's been a long time since I got like a full Disney thing. Send me some recommendations.
yeah.
I'm going
Dis-
back.
I can help you.
Let
Dis-
me know.
Disney Rex, but shoot them a message. And seriously, if you're not familiar with these guys, some of our favorite here in this great city of Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to our friends from Surfside, sending them home with some 8-packs. We got some green teas and some of the regular iced teas over there, and we got a bunch of hats. For more on us, visit raisedrowdy.com. For my friends from Dave's Highway, I'm Matt Burrill. This has been Outside the Round.